Welcome to this new video where we're going to talk a bit about the latest news regarding Forza Horizon 6. For the past few days, it's been possible to preload the game's files. The purpose of this move is to leave a long gap before the official release of the game, giving people with slower internet connections time to preload all the necessary game files. So there are thousands of players who have been able to download Forza Horizon 6 without being able to launch it, of course. But once you have the files on your PC, you learn a lot of new information about the game that I'm going to share with you, like the list of cars, for example. So today, here's a quick update on Forza Horizon 6 news. As usual, before this kind of video, I want to remind you that if you haven't bought your Horizon 6 yet, it's up to 33% cheaper through my instant gaming link, which you'll find below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And every time you use my link to buy games or subscription cards, like Game Pass for example, you support my channel while saving money on your purchases. So thank you to those who will take a look. And well, listen, we're going to talk about Forza Horizon 6 first thing to know. For those who haven't started installing their Forza Horizon 6 yet, it's a 156 gigabyte download. That's a lot. And indeed, as soon as we found out about it, quite a few players lost it on social media, accusing the developers of Forza Horizon 6 of not optimizing the size of their game. Well, first of all, what you need to know is that nowadays it's very common for games to go over 100 GB. It's not exceptional at all anymore. And honestly, Horizon 6 is far from being the worst. If you look at the latest Call of Duty, for example, it's 250 GB. So 156 GB for Horizon 6 is a lot. But remember that Horizon 5 with all the DLC and updates was 175 GB and Forza Motorsport, at launch, was also around 140 GB. So honestly, there's not that much of a difference. Another interesting thing is that it's confirmed there will indeed be a rewards program in Forza Horizon 6, allowing you to earn rewards, specifically cars, based on the previous Forza Horizon games you've played. There are two cars that are confirmed for this. The reward, if you've played Horizon 5, will be the hero card from Forza Horizon 5, which is the Mercedes AMG. And for those who played Forza Horizon 4, the reward won't be the McLaren Senna, but the 2016 Aston Martin Vulcan. So why is that? For the simple reason, and we'll talk about it later, that right now, the McLaren Senna is not one of the cars available in Forza Horizon 6 at the launch of the game. We don't know why, since there doesn't appear to be any licensing issue with McLaren. As you'll see in later screenshots, there are plenty of other McLarens in the game. It appears the Senna Foundation, established by the driver's family, has a rights issue, and currently there's no agreement to use the Senna name in Forza Horizon 6, or the McLaren Senna. That's what's being said. As they say, it's just rumors, so it's not 100% certain that this is the reason. In any case, it's true that there's no McLaren Senna being offered to those who played Forza Horizon 4 before, and maybe, actually, in the image I showed you, it's not displayed. But maybe there are also rewards for those who played the previous Forza Horizon 1 or 2 or 3. It's quite possible that in the screenshot I showed you, the person who has the rewards may have only played 4 and 5, which would explain why there are no rewards shown for 1, 2, or 3. Anyway, the big news of the day is that, since we have access to the Forza Horizon 6 files, we now actually have almost the entire list of cars in front of us. Since there's a folder where all of them are present, all the files, let's say, necessary for them to work in the game are there, and they're listed by car name. So, I'm telling you, the list is almost complete here, as it contains 557 cars. Now, I know there's a little oddity. Since in Forza Horizon 6, they told us about 550 cars on day 1. Here, there are 7 more. For the simple reason that here, there are also the files for the traffic cars. So, some models that we, as players, won't necessarily have access to, but they will definitely be driving around, driven by NPCs all over the city. There are also duplicates from the Forza editions. For example, the Mazda MX-5 has separate folders for the normal and Forza edition cars. So here, in these images, all the cars that have traffic at the end of their name are NPC cars, and all the cars that have FE at the end, like the Miata FE, are Forza edition cars. So here, there are about 540 cars that are confirmed. Knowing that in this list, the cars from the first 2 DLCs are still missing for now. So the special Italian car DLC, like for example the Ferrari F80, it's not in the files yet, nor is the Time Attack DLC, for example the Honda series Time Attack. These cars are not included, so you have to add about 10 cars, and then we reach around 550 cars, which matches what the developers had announced, knowing that they never specified whether they were also counting the DLC cars in those 50 cars, or if it was only counting the vanilla cars. If only vanilla cars count, there could still be some surprises and a few cars announced in the next few days. But overall, now we have 99% of the car list confirmed, so it lets you know a bit whether there are cars that will interest you or not. It also helps you notice several interesting details, like the presence of new models that, for now, hadn't really been announced. like the 2023 Toyota GR Corolla, the Honda Civic, Type R FD2, and finally, a special version of the Nissan Skyline, the 1998 Skyline O-Tech. Knowing that the difference with a regular R33 is that the R33 O-Tech is a 5-door, it's a real sedan, compared to the regular R33, which is a 3-door. So 3 more cars confirmed for Forza Horizon 6. By the way, I can confirm it for you. Since we have the files right in front of us, the Koenigsegg Gemera is definitely there, and the BMW X6M is also there, just like we talked about a few days ago. I'm going to spend a little time looking at this car list to give you more information, and there are still a few extra things I can tell you. First of all, I can tell you that there are no new French cars, there are no new Peugeots, and there are absolutely no Citroëns, so that's settled. And by the way, I don't think there are any DS models either. No new Renaults are available, so there are currently no new French cars. However, more may be added to the game later, so keep that in mind. About Forza Horizon, if this is your first time playing, there are updates every month. And every month, on average, let's say to be broad about it, but between 4 and 8 new cars are added to the game for free. Plus about 30 cars added as DLC through the Car Pass. Plus the cars coming with the 2 expansions, likely about 15 or 20. Plus, potentially, the car packs, which will be available several years after the game's release, will also add more cars. So in total, it's probably between 500 and 700 cars that will be added to Horizon 6 after its release. And it's very likely that among those 700 cars, there will still be about 10 French cars added gradually with the updates. So don't lose hope. But it's true that on day 1, having no new French cars, especially knowing that there are cars people have been asking for years, it's a bit disappointing. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the McLaren Senna hasn't been confirmed for the game. And more importantly, and this is a bit weird, there's no Bugatti confirmed for Forza. Now, that's really strange. This could be due to several reasons. Either they set aside all the Bugattis to release them together in a special Bugatti update and championship a few weeks after the game's launch, as sometimes happened in Horizon 5, or there could be a licensing issue. Bugatti is involved. I discussed this in a video on my secondary channel. I'll share the link if you're interested. It's a channel where I do a bit of daily car news. You should know that not very long ago, Bugatti, which belonged to the Volkswagen Group, was completely sold to the company that owns the hypercar brand Rimac. So, since it changed owners, and technically also I guess the rights holders too, it's entirely possible that, since this just happened, there hasn't been a contract signed yet between Forza and the new company managing Bugatti. Since Rimac's presence in Forza is confirmed, with the 2021 Nevera, I think there's no reason why Rimac would refuse to let Bugatti be in the game. So I think I'm still pretty optimistic that Bugatti will show up in Forza Horizon 6 within the next few weeks through upcoming updates. For the rest, if you go through this list on your own and find some interesting things, feel free to put them in the comments. I didn't want to spoil everything for you, which is why I'm not listing the Forza editions or the traffic cars. I'll let you find that out for yourselves if you're interested. You can also share your thoughts on the car list in the comments and mention which cars you're most excited to try in the game. Feel free to leave a like on this video and also follow me on Twitch because of course I'll be streaming a lot of Forza Horizon 6 as soon as it comes out. So don't hesitate to follow me using the pinned comment link and use your Prime sub if you want to give my channel a little boost. See you tomorrow for a new week of videos. Thanks for watching. Bye!